evening, everybody. Ericka Redic with Generally Irritable, and I've got Mrs. Tiffany Justice here with Moms for Liberty here at Minds Fest. What a great panel discussion you guys just had. That was fantastic. Okay, so I have to ask you a very serious question. What was it like the first time you heard that your government had labeled you a terrorist?
It was shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking. I mean, within 5 days of the National School Board Association sending a letter to the DOJ, 5 days, Merrick Garland put out a notice to the FBI to start looking at parents. And I remember one of our moms was called by the FBI. And I was after speaking at a school board meeting. She called me to tell me about it. Yeah. And it was shocking.
And we talk on our channel, we talk all the time that it's not enough to just complain about the problem, that you have to go do something about it. You have to take action. But that now people are starting to take action and the government's like, no, you are a threat to our power.
Well, and they don't like the fact that we engage in the exact way where you get to regain power. So we don't have a problem getting people involved in our representative government.
Yeah.
And that means that we're going to be able to be in positions of power to be able to make better decisions for the country. But they don't like that. So they want to try to, the SPLC labeled as an anti-government extremist group. Yeah, we're a hate group right next to the KKK.
I feel like that's like a badge of honor from them, though.
Maybe, but Mom, my daughter was like, Mom, you're on a list next to the KKK.
That's outrageous.
It was absolutely ridiculous. But so it's a problem. And what they want to do is they want you to not be able to get a bank account. They want me to be untouchable. They want people to not associate with me.
You.
That's right.
Exactly. And so what we learned actually that there were DOJ letters and things like that all the way back to the 70s saying that Christian conservative white people basically were the problem. And we were pretty shocked by that. So it almost feels like this has actually been like a ramp up.
I think so. I think it's been a slow boil. I was talking to a friend of mine and we were talking about the MTV Awards. And I remember my parents saying, turn this garbage off. And I said, I wonder if it's just I'm getting old and that's what it is, or if it's more that, it's just gotten worse. It has gotten worse, I think.
It definitely has.
Yeah, but, why is religion a threat? Well, because it means that people don't go to the government for everything. They have their own source of fulfillment and belief. And that's just not okay.
We can't have that.
Oh, can't have that in America, right?
And so Moms for Liberty, what are you guys mostly focused on right now? Like when you're looking into the future, is it getting people like ready to be candidates? Is it like lawsuits? Like where do you see the movement going from here?
Everything, all of the above. And we absolutely want people to run for office. It's incredibly important to have your voice heard in a real and meaningful way and to be a person that you can, constituents can rely on and come to with information. That's how you're a better elected official, by listening to your constituents. I think people forget that sometimes. We engage in lawfare because they came for us. And so we absolutely are working on lawsuits from the most local level to looking at a federal lawsuit, perhaps on Title IX, which is one of the most egregious things that the Biden administration has done is rewrite Title IX. And nobody's talking about it.
Oh my gosh. What? Okay, I'm going to compose myself. So I have this debate. I co-host another show, and we have this debate all of the time, whether these people are evil, stupid, or just like useful idiots.
Which ones?
Just the people passing these kinds of policies.
Like
the Biden administration dismantling Title IX.
People, they're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. They're changing the culture. I mean, they've just changed the definition of sex to include gender identity, sexual orientation. AOC isn't stupid. Kamala Harris isn't stupid. She knows exactly what she's doing and saying.
Yeah, and that it's almost like, where are we going to go from? Like, how much worse can it get? Are we really just going to get rid of all of women's sports, all safe spaces for women? Like, do you think that if Donald Trump wins in November, do you think there's a way to steer this ship? Do you think it's possible with the leadership from the top? or do you think it has to be grassroots?
I think it has to be both. And so Moms for Liberty has been building a grassroots army. But I know this time when Donald Trump becomes president, that there are amazing people who know have a sense of urgency about where we are in America,
yes,
and that are going to be willing to come and work in a second Trump administration. So I am very thankful and hopeful that what we're going to see in the future is a really strong administration that listens to the people and takes direction from the people, because the people know what's happening. Americans are smart, and we need to give them more credit. And I think Donald Trump understands that. He really loves the American people.
And that's why I think I'll speak for myself as a person. I consider myself a conservative. I also happen to be a Christian. For the most part, I try to live my life to be pretty live and let live, like you do you, I'll do me. And most conservatives, libertarians, I feel like act the same way. And so getting them like getting the movement going, getting people to actually take action is one of the biggest challenges.
It is, because people are scared. I mean, they're watching people get canceled. That's what, it's not that a lot of the things that people do or say are going to hurt you, but it's the process that's supposed to be painful, right?
I want it to be that way.
Yeah. They want you not to speak up. Absolutely. Yeah. So the biggest issue that Moms for Liberty tackles is parental rights. You have the fundamental right to direct the upbringing of your children. The government does not give you that right. They cannot take it away. You need to remember that, remind the government of that. You go to momsforliberty.org, click on your state, see if we have a chapter, or click to start one. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.